Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anil and in this Vue.js video tutorial we will learn about file and folder structure of Vue.js application. As you know, in previous video we installed our application for Vue.js and in this video we'll understand what is the purpose of these folders and files for our project, right? We will take a deep look for all these files. So these are the points. We will understand what is the package.json and package.log.json, and after that we will understand the src folder and we will take a look on the components also. Even I will make a different video for component because this is a completely different topic, right? So but in this video we will just cover up some basics of component. After that we will apply our first change so that we can check that our changes are just reflecting here or not. And before starting with this video, I want to share information with you. If you are looking to purchase domain name or hosting, then you can purchase it with the domain racer because they will provide you a pure SSD disk space. Even whenever we will purchase laptop, desktop or hard drive, we always prefer SSD disk because they are the faster than the regular disk. That's why, and they are also using the SSD disk. That's why the hosting speed is really good. Here you can see that the 20% faster unlimited best cheap web hosting they are actually providing. Even if you will face any kind of issue with the hosting or with the domain name, any kind of issue, then you can just contact them by the email, by the phone number 24 by 7, right? So go for it. Now let's come back to our video, and we will start with the first file, and which is most important file also, which is package.json. This file will carry the all details of your project, like project name, version, your project is public or private, scripts or dependencies, dev dependencies and all. And if you want to change your dependencies version, then you can do it here. You can change your script name, you can change the application name and the version name, whatever you want to do. So we basically do the changes in this file, right? After that, package log.json, and we never make any kind of change in this file. Even if we just delete this file, then it will not impact our project. Whenever we will run the npm install command again, this file will automatically generated again. So what this file will basically carry, so it will take the tree structure of your dependencies. For example, we are using the babel core, right? So might be this package have some internal dependencies because this package might be using some other packages also. So like code frame, generators, helpers, parser and all. So it will carry the detail of these all packages. So maybe you are using a bootstrap package, and your bootstrap package might be using some internal dependencies like jQuery, tables or some css. So it will just take the all detail here and tell you that these are the internal dependencies of that package, right? So if you delete this file, so it will not gonna impact on your project at a basic level. After that, readme.md, so you can say that this is basically a rule book of your project. So if you want to just apply some rules like rules for functions, classes, variable, then you can mention here. You can mention your commands here, or if you want to mention your project detail, then you can also mention here, right? So this is basically taking a description of your project, kind of say that, right? After that, babel.config.js. So babel is basically used for making your application compatible with your browser. Sometimes we are adding some modern code for our application, but these code actually not supported by the browser, so it will make your code compatible with your uh, browser, right? After that, git ignore, so it will tell that the files which you don't want to update on your git uh, repository. So we never update the node modules on our git repository because they are useless. Actually, they are not useless. I just want to say that if you will upload them on your server, that time they are useless, because whenever any project or when a developer uh, just start with with the coding, then he must have to use npm install command. So that time all files or all node modules will be reinstalled. So there is a no point to push them on github server, and they are actually taking the lots of space. Here you can see that there is a lots of package, right? So we don't need to push them because it will just carry the lots of space. After that, now let's talk about the node modules even. So these are the package that are supporting by the dependency or the dev dependency or the any internal dependencies of our package, right? So even you can see that we are not using too much these package, and these are not even mentioned in our package.json, right? Let me just close it. Here you can see that there is only some packages are defined in the dev dependencies and dependencies. So why they are so much package? Because they are the internal dependencies of our these package, right? After that, public folder, it have the two files. First one is favicon. As you know, favicon is just used for showing a icon here like this, right? And again the second one is index.html. so this is our only single html file in our project, and it will carry a div that have a id app, right? And this id is basically connect your html to your vue.js. Here you can see that main.js, and the main.js is basically entry point of your javascript in your application. Here you can see that the app id is mounted with our view application, right? All right, after that, as I already told you, main.js is basically entry point your application. App.view, from here we are starting with our view code. For a moment you can see that a completely difference in main.js. He have our colorful code, but there is a no colorful code. Why? Because our browser can understand .js file, uh, but our code editor never understand app.view, right? Because view extension is not normally used, so we can download any extension with your code editor. There is a lots of extension so that our code editor can understand the view file code also, right? In the next video we will add these extensions also. All right, so this is basically a component, or you can say that the top level component. In every component you will find that a template, script, and some style, and the same thing is also here. And this is our first top level component, right? So can you start with your code from here? Yes, you can start from here if you are a expert level in a Vue.js. If you are intermediate or a beginner, then I will recommend you make your component inside components folder, right? Like a hello world.view. This is our first component, and you can make our second component like data.view or something, whatever you want, right? And don't modify in the app.view, because might be you just uh, made any silly mistake and it will just take you lots of time to use them. So for a beginner and intermediate level, never change in the app.view, right? So all right, we cover all these things. Yes, one more thing, which is here you can see that assets. So in the assets we can put our images, extra or public files, or you can also add your css kind of things, right? And let's take a look on the hello world.view also. Here this is again a component. You can see that we have a template first of all. After that we have a script tag. Here we will write our you can say javascript code. Here we will write our html code, and here in a style we will write our style code also. So this is a basic, or you can say that fine introduction of your Vue application. And I hope now you understand that use of every files and all. If you still have any kind of issue, you can ask me in the comment box, and don't forget to subscribe my channel and like this video. Yeah, one more thing which is actually just forgot. So I just want to show you that how we can make our first change. For that you just need to go inside app.view, and you can just change this message: welcome to your Vue app, Vue.js app. Here you can see that, right? So I want to just make it change here, like welcome to code step by step. And you can see that the code, the changes are reflecting here. So this is the first code. In the upcoming video we will make more components, we will understand this more code, and we will install our Vue.js extensions also, so that we can just see this code colorful and more understandable. And thanks for watching this video. Bye bye, take care.